Okay, I apologize. I'm not sure why my iPhone keeps cutting off. I'm not sure if it's the heat or what. But anyway, that's the actual border fence. And then I'm going to take you to another location now where you can actually see the Rio Grande River. Now, all these homes here that we're passing and will be passing, these are homes that are right on the border. And I spoke with a gentleman who lives in one of the houses that we just passed a few minutes ago. And he told me that there are people all the time coming through this area here that are coming from other countries. And he told me it's not just Mexicans and Guatemalans, but there are Arabs, Chinese, Hindus. Nothing wrong with being Hindu, but I'm just saying that Indians, people from all over the world are coming through our borders. It's not just poor Mexican farmers coming here looking for a better life. But all these homes that we're passing here, they're right on the border. So when illegals come through, quite often they cross through these people's property here, which is, it's not a good thing. But where we were at just now, you could not see the Rio Grande River. But I am on my way now to take you to a spot where the United States and Mexico are only separated by probably about 75 yards of river. We'll be there probably in maybe 4 or 5 minutes. We're fixing to go under what I believe is known as an international bridge. This is actually a bridge that goes from the United States into Mexico. I think you can see it up here. Of course, you have to have the right credentials. Now, a guy that I spoke to back where we just left from told me a while back they had to shut the bridge down because they had a lot of what looked like Mexican soldiers coming across the bridge, and nobody was sure if they were Mexican soldiers or if they were people from other countries pretending to be Mexican soldiers. Either way, I don't see why Mexican soldiers or soldiers from any other country will be coming over here. He also told me that it's quite often he sees Mexican helicopters flying on the United States side of the border as well. Okay, we are fixing to pull into a park. It's called Anzaladuas Park. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Now, one thing about the Rio Grande River is that it does not flow in a straight line. It flows almost like the letter U. I mean, it's just in and out, in and out, in and out. I was up here earlier this morning and I was talking with some bird watchers. Apparently, this is a very famous location for rare birds, and people from all over the world come here to look at birds. And at the point we were at, the guy pointed out to me that we were actually looking north into Mexico. And that is because of the way the river flows. But we'll be there in just a few minutes. This is the gate going into the park. I hope all this driving's not making you nauseous. I really wanted to do a really good job of explaining the situation here. I thought it was pretty important to know that the walls that are down here were not built to keep people out. They were built to keep the water flow going the way, in the direction they want it to, all the way down to Brownsville, Texas, and then into the Gulf of Mexico. All right, we're coming up on the guard shack here. We're just gonna drive slowly by it. Okay. This is actually a right nice park. I was talking earlier with 5 guys who are actually from Mexico. They're American citizens and they work for the county, and they were doing some work down here. And they were telling me that on weekends, make sure I know where I'm going here, and holidays, that this park is full of people. And I can see why. This is a nice area down here. It's real pretty. A lot of nice trees, a lot of birds. It's a nice place. Okie dokie, we're almost where I want to show you, I believe. I'd never been here before until this morning, so I had to learn the lay of the land here pretty quick. But what I'm fixing to show you, I find kind of amazing. Now right here, there is a lot of security here. I don't believe security is the problem. Right here, you'll notice there's probably 7 or 8 state trooper cars and various other law enforcement type vehicles. But what I want to show you is this right here. I got to get out of my car. I said, I hope I wasn't making you seasick. No, it's just... Okay. Now, right now, we are on the American side of the border. Now, if you look straight across, this is the Rio Grande right here. If you look straight across, maybe 100 yards, that's Mexico. See some people out there having a good time, picnicking or whatever. Now, let me just paint a scenario for you. Let's say it's a holiday. Let's say it's a weekend. And there are hundreds of people in this park over here on the United States side. And there are hundreds of people on the Mexican side of the park. And there are jet skis going up and down this little river here called the Rio Grande. How easy do you believe it is to transport people over here on a jet ski, drop them off real quick, and then the people that they're dropping off here, of course, they'll be here illegally, and how easy would it be for them to mingle in with people here on this side of the park who were already planned to be here to pick them up? I don't know, man. I can figure that out. So it's not to say there's not security here. I had quite a few conversations this morning with different people, and earlier today I saw some, I guess they're border patrol or there's some type of Texas law enforcement boats going up and down through here. And several people have told me that they use the term blimp, said that there are blimps up in the sky with cameras, and that this whole area here is really being watched. Matter of fact, one guy laughed and said that we are right now probably standing in the safest place in the country right here because there's just so many cameras and all here. But at the same time, there are a lot of people crossing over here illegally. So you have to ask the question, if we have the capability at this location to catch people as they're coming over, and I'm just under assumption here, but I think it's a fair assumption that they're coming through with jet skis, then you would think that we could be able to tighten up the loop here. As far as the other area that we just left, there's really nothing there. I mean, I was told that you can cross some areas of the Rio Grande just by walking across, that it's less than knee deep. So it's, you know, this is, it's not a secure area, I can tell you that. And the problem is it's not the Mexican farmer or somebody just trying to come over here and make some extra money to take care of their family a little bit better. The problem is just as a guy my age that I was talking with earlier, he was on his break. He's my age. He's 56 years old. His birthday is in May. Mine's in August. And he said, look at me. And I looked at him. He said, an Arab looks no different than me without his beard. He said, Arabs can come over here, learn a little bit of English, learn a little bit of Spanish and blend right in with the Spanish community. Most people would never be able to tell the difference. Now, I don't have a problem with Arabs. I have friends that are Arabs, but I have problems with the term that we have become used to saying, and that is the radical Muslims or radical Arabs, the ones that believe in Sharia law, the ones that believe that if you worship anybody other than Allah, then you have to have your head cut off, or if you're gay, you have to have your head cut off. All those other crazy, barbaric beliefs that if we're not careful, man, they'll be infiltrating, you know, our whole United States. And we don't want that. But everything you see over there is Mexico, and it's not that far. I could hit a golf ball right here and land it right over there in Mexico if I had a club and a ball. But this is just a small segment of the border. I mean, this is just a little 1 mile clip here of a little area here called Mission, Texas. The border itself, I don't know how many miles it is. I mean, it covers the whole state of Texas and then New Mexico, Arizona, and California. So I would imagine each area has their own issues of security. But sometimes I question, and I'm backing this up by some of the conversations I had, there's not so much we don't have the capability to catch people. We do catch people, we just don't catch them all. But it's not that we don't have the capability to catch them all, it's just that for some reason we don't catch them all. It's almost like our government does not want us to catch everybody coming over here illegal, just a certain percentage. I'm not saying that's true. I don't know. And that's not just my belief. You know, that's some of the guys that were working here who are from Mexico and are now American citizens were telling me. Well, I apologize for the couple of blips earlier. I don't know why my phone kept cutting off, but a couple of things I wanted to point out was the terrain, the lay of the land, the terrain, the reason why there are not walls already built here. You know, I've been asking the question, why don't we have walls? Well, we do have walls. They just weren't constructed to keep people out. They were constructed to control the water flow. And in areas like this here, what can we do? I mean, this is a nice state park. I don't think we want to build a wall right through the middle of the water here. I mean, if we had to, we would. But I believe there are ways we can secure this better than what we're doing. Because there are a lot of people coming into the United States through this section right here where we're at now, into the section that I just left a few minutes ago. People from all over the world are coming into the United States. People we have no idea who they are. We don't know if they're just a farmer looking for a better life, or if they're, you know, if they're a radical Muslim coming here looking to, you know, to do bad things to American people. We just don't know. But we have to get on top of it. And I support Donald Trump. I support the wall. Maybe some areas we can't put a wall up, but for the most part, I believe we could put a wall up. We could, creative minds get together, they could do the right thing. And that's the problem. We haven't had creative minds sitting down wanting to do the right thing. And that's what it's going to take. The bottom line is we have to put the United States first when it comes to, especially when it comes to security. If you don't take care of the people, then what good are you? But anyway, I'm Eddie McCain, and I drove down here from South Carolina. It took me about a day and a half drive down here to get down here, and I found out pretty much what I wanted to find out. Surprisingly, I found it pretty quick. I was concerned that it might take me a while, but it didn't take me long at all. But anyway, I hope y'all have a great day, and I'll probably be heading back to South Carolina tomorrow. If you have any questions that I did not answer for you, then please just message me or put it on the Facebook link here, on the post here, and I'll answer it. And also, I think it would be a good idea. I mean, you know, I'm running for the U.S. House of Representatives in South Carolina's 2nd Congressional District, and that's another reason why I came down here, because this is a national issue, and I wanted to find out firsthand, as much as I could, about this. I don't know if Congressman Wilson has ever been down here before or not, but if he would like to meet me down here, he can, as long as he lets me know between now and tomorrow morning, I'll wait on him, and he and I can look at this together. Maybe we can talk with his counterpart, whoever the House of Representative member is for this part of Texas, and maybe we can start making some type of plans, some concrete plans on how to fix this area the right way. But anyway, God bless you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be glad to answer them, and I will be talking to you later. Bye-bye.